Hello. I decided to hop on and do a stream during the week, which I don't usually get to do. So we're streaming, make a little bit of money, get some accounts passed, get more Apex accounts passed. So welcome. Working on a Topstep account combine. Blew mine today on that big dump. Actually, it went out. Wasn't able to get out of the trade, so I said, screw it. I'm just gonna buy another combine. See how far I can get on it. I know I can pass it, so I'm not really worried about that. Made $344 in the Apex PA account, and I'm getting close to passing the 150K. So I'm gonna try to get that passed tonight. Need about $300. Get that passed. So I'm gonna try to get that passed tonight. Um, because I can get that lifetime fee for 65 buckaroos. So gonna get that going. So we are experiencing an outside candle here on this hour. Here's the lines that I'm using, with the indicator that I have, the math-based indicator that I had created. I did subscribe to Quant Crawler, so his indicator's very low price, and it's the orb basically. So I did subscribe to that, and I like it because it's got the Asia high, low, that sort of thing. So I do like that he has that built into his indicator as well. Mine also has the session boxes as far as London goes and Asia. And those, but I don't usually have that turned um on mine. So I feel like I don't need like both, right? So that's kind of cool. But yeah, just gonna try to let this outside hour play out here. So that's why I am long on this current hourly candle. And we did create broadening formation here on the 15 minute with this outside candle as well. So just trying to let this play out here, see if we start coming up through this big mother bar range. So I'll draw the fibs on here. Fibonacci retracement. So from here to here will be your mother bar range that we are currently in. So yeah. So I'm up about 75 points here, or $70 here in each of those accounts. I
Order
think I'm going
filled.
to take some off.
Order filled.
So we'll just let, see, 246, so about 2 micros run there on each of those accounts. I'm still letting a mini run here on the Topstep Combine. Try to, I'm going to be off tomorrow. I'm off work tomorrow. So I'm going to try to get this halfway past, because Topstep has the 50% consistency rule. So I'm gonna try to get this passed here, and then that way Sunday I can, go ahead and pass the rest of it. Um, if you do it right on Topstep, you can really pass it within 2 to 3 days. So just trying to go ahead and get that done because I wasn't gonna pay the $500 to get the blown XFA reset. I mean, that's just dumb. When I can just go ahead and pass a new combine for $49 and then and get it like, a new $129 fee to get it activated. So I mean, why would I spend $500? So it just makes no sense to me. There are people who are willing to do it, and I get it, nothing against them. But, you know, at this point, if I make 1,500 between tonight and tomorrow, that's halfway done. And then even if I break it up within 750 over the next two following days, then yeah, it's done. But I think I can pretty much get it passed within two trading sessions. Yeah, that big dump, this big dump right here today, like I saw it coming, but I didn't see it coming at the same time. Like I thought they were going to, here, I'll show you like on Trading View. I'll I'll show you where I thought they were probably going to bottom it was around this was somewhere around here, around this go low, and they dropped it even more, and when they dropped it here, it liquidated me. So actually it was here. Um Yeah, it was on this big dump here this noon. So I thought they were probably gonna bottom it somewhere around the go line on my indicator, which GO stands for Globex Open. But when they just kept coming down and I kept, trying to get it, and then it it glitched out on me. I just knew. I was like, there, it's about to blow. It's about to blow. So, yeah, so I knew it was just done. It was just done. Hey, six of you joining me. I appreciate that. Let's get it to 60. But yeah, I'm trying to get this 150K passed. Like I said, about just shy of 300 away from passing it. And yeah, so I'll be able to I'll be able to activate it for. I think they're still on that Apex on the 150K was actually 125. So it'll cost me 125 to activate that. And then I got some rhythmic accounts as well that I'll show you those. I think, let's see. I can't have this on two screens, but I'll show you those as well. Um I don't want to do full screen on this. I'm getting back into copy trading, so I think it's a good thing. I realized something about it, so just for me, internally, uh, so I'm getting back into copy trading. If anybody has any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. So the reason I took the long, I don't know. Oh, I got in here. 68.30. Um, I thought they might have, you know, TTO'd, created outside bar, broadening formation. When I saw it start coming over the half of the previous candle, I was like, yeah, I think they're going to create the broadening formation and the outside candle, and I'm going long. And then I looked at the larger time frame, and sure enough, they had created that reversal there, and up we go. So if you're new to my channel, I do trade a system called the Strat that was created by Rob Smith. And you can find all of those scenarios within the Strat. So outside bar takes out both sides of the previous candle, which here was your two down green, but they dropped it even further. But when they started coming back through over 50% of the previous candle, a lot of times you can know that they're, or well, you can guess. You can guesstimate, I'll put it like that. I can't tell you what to do on the channel, so obviously, but you can guesstimate that they might create an outside candle, and that's kind of your clue. good old, as Zero Day J says. And if you want to watch somebody that's very comical, I love that guy. Tune into his channel. He calls Project X Slip X. And with the outages the past few days, he's not wrong with calling it that. Good old Slip X. Oh, I hope they haven't. We bumped up against the top of this broadening formation, so I hope they haven't like TTO'd again and then on back down we go. Um, it can happen, so I need to look at a larger time frame here. Let's look at the daily just to see where we are. Oh, we're inside day. Makes a lot of sense as to why we really haven't gone anywhere tonight. um, we almost had an outside day today. I thought they were going to go for it and they didn't. So that's, I mean, for them to come all the way from 68.73 and close at 68.20, so down 50 points off the high. Yeah, this makes sense while we're we're having an outside day at the
Order
or
filled.
an inside day at the moment. I'm gonna go ahead and take another 3 micros off. I know it's wussy to trade micros, but guess what? I'm not blowing accounts because I blew the Topstep account today when I went too heavy. So here we are, being a wuss, trading micros, but it's also a safe play. So there you go. Especially on an inside day, because inside days are choppy. They're inside. You can learn to play the ranges if you can recognize an inside day, because we're only going to go up from the strat if we break 68.72 tomorrow or sometime tonight. I don't think we're going to run what 70, 80 points tonight. I don't think that's possible. Just based on pure math. But so a lot of times what you can do in order to find that entry, let me see if I can remove this or at least move it. So what you can do, obviously I have some fibs on my charts and broadening formations. So you can draw from the bottom of the body to the top of the wick. All right. That will give you what would be an optimal entry if they are going to go 2 up. Actually, you would want it backwards. You would want 100 at the bottom end. So let's just do this. You would want 100 at the top and 0 at the bottom. Because that'll give you a good indication. If they go over 50%, we have a chance to go 2 up on the day tomorrow. Don't know if it'll happen, obviously. I don't know why that's not doing right. I may just need to scrap this. I haven't figured out how to, like, how do I get... This is trade of eights. I don't know how I get, come on. Like, how do you make everything go away on trade of eight? I'm not sure. I would think you'd be able to right click it, but it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Well, hell. I need to make that go away, and I'm not real sure how to do it. There's got to be a way you can clear your... Really? Like, how do you get when you get a drawing on here? How do you get them to go away? Okay. There we go. All right. I don't know how I just did that, but uh let's do it on trading views since I can draw better on there. So the way you can do this, let's see, on the day. Okay, so it looks like the 0.5 is somewhere around in here, around 68.56. So if we start going over that, that'll give me a good indication that we could go two up on the day. Um, Today slash tomorrow. And what you can also do is you could draw the fib on the whole candle from here to here. And then if they start coming below the 67.95 or 68.09, we're probably going to turn bearish and they would sell it off, right? But that's just some simple easy math for you guys, um to try to give you a good indication, because with the strat you're not supposed to be predictive, you're supposed to be reactive, right? So I don't know if we're going to go with two up tomorrow. I hope we do, but what I've also learned is on the larger time frames with the strat, because the strat would say your entry is actually here at 68.71. Well, guess what? I'm not going to wait all this to see if we go two up so I can go long when I've missed out on all of this in here as an opportunity to go long. So now that's just a strat entry on a larger time frame. On a smaller time frame, you could come down to, let's say, the 4 hour. You already got your confirmation or your signal, as the strat would call it, your what do they call it? Your entry, but also um I can't remember the other name for it. But anyway, when you go over the top of that previous wick, that would be a two up. So you can see here on the 4 hour, we have gone two up on that on the 4 hour. So I'm looking for a target somewhere around here, 68.44, 68.46. We are in this mother bar range here from this doji. And a lot of times what I'll do to that is I will also draw the fib on that. I like fibs. Fibs were not part of Rob's MO, but I like them. So I use the fibs with, in conjunction with the strat. Um that mother bar there, or actually that's more of a doji, but it also created this broadening formation here. Actually, your broadening formation is there. So there's your broadening formation there on ES on the 4 hour. So, as Rob would say, how are we going to get out of here? So, if you break up this, then, I know we're going up, and I would target around 69.02 all the way up to 69.24. Are we going to break that tonight? I have zero idea on that. But I'd see no reason to be short at the moment. So I am long at the moment, playing that range. And actually this is the big mother bar here that we're in, from 67.82 up to 68.62. Hey, 15 of you now. Appreciate it, guys. Just a girl from Tennessee trying to make a little money in the market. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I would certainly appreciate it. And the best way to support my channel is to use my affiliate code. It's Blues Trades. It works with Apex, Lucid, and also Bullinox. It'll work at a couple other firms as well, but uh Apex, Lucid, and Bullinox, it'll work with. Yep, definitely working on these accounts. Like I said, that I really want to get that 150K passed. And I feel pretty confident I can get that one done. Also got 150K on the rhythmic side, 51,358. I am not copy trading all of my accounts at once. I'm copy trading them in tranches. So like the rhythmic side, the ones in Quant Tower, I'll copy trade those on Quant Tower. And then the Trade of Eights, I'll copy trade those on Trade of Eight as well. So not trading the PA account tonight, but I am trading the evals. So this one's at 158,686. This one's at 51,162, and this one is just below 50,000. Um, so yeah, so I had bought some more when they had the sale, had the 90% off sale, but now they're doing 80% off. But um, the ones I bought will should still be under the $65 lifetime fee until I think that's until Tuesday, and then well, the 150K I'll have to pay 125 for, but that's fine. The 25K I activated, I only paid $65 for it for lifetime. So I don't know if you tuned in. I already took some profit on this trade. That's the other thing I'm working on and that's why I do like micros because I can scale in and out of them. So yeah, so I was up to 12 micros, so that was 4 micros across each account. Now I'm down to 1 micro on each account. So I took 3 micros off, and yeah, but I think it's the way I'm gonna do things from now on is just scale in and out with the micros. Uh, if you're gonna get up to 10 micros on each account, you might as well do a mini, in my opinion, because just because of the fees. So I would do one mini and then take it off, and then maybe switch to like 2 or 3 micros, because micros have a higher commission fee than minis. So in my opinion, it would be better, once you get close to 10, you might as well just go ahead and do a mini. Just bite the bullet and do a mini. I did a mini here on the Top Step combine, so that's up 125. I had already locked in 162 there on that trade. That's why I keep looking over to the other monitor because I'm also watching that trade as well. Man, too bad I'm not usually home during the week. At night, I could start getting a lot more views. I I wouldn't mind trading. I wouldn't mind not only trading, but because I do trade the New York session, it honestly is my least profitable session. I do more profit in London and in Asia and London session, so I need to I need to just start locking it and be done. Um, and I know Topstep has the lockout on Project X. I think I read that uh Trade of Eight prop, which is what Trade of Eight, I mean, unless you have a personal account, it's called Trade of Eight prop now. But they're gonna I think they're gonna make some more control settings where you can lock out. And so if they get the session lockout, then I'll probably just start like locking out of the majority of the morning session in New York. And plus, I feel like there's a ton of YouTubers you guys can watch during the New York session, right? My buddy Alpine, he has a great stream every day. Alpine Trader. That guy's super cool. Um, so yeah, I mean, I've chatted with him a few times, and super cool guy. I really like him. So Alpine Trader. Who else do I watch? He's pretty much the only one I watch consistently for the New York session. Um, Pine Tree does one right at the start of Asia. Um, that's a really cool guy as well. Um, I wish there were some more like female streamers, but I haven't found any. I mean, I know Tanya trades streams, but uh I wish there was like more. I wish there was more female strat traders that streamed. To my knowledge, I mean, besides Sarah Strat Sniper, which now she's on Ninja Trader, on their TV show, besides her, like I don't know of any females that are trading the strat on stream. I know zero besides me. Like I said, with the exception of Sarah Strat Sniper, but I don't know any other female stratters that are streaming. There's plenty of channels you guys can tune into and learn about the strat. Sarah Strat Sniper being one of them. Strat Soldier, Alex's Options, and ADEX trades, ADEX. All those people, all those guys, trade the strat as well. So you can, tune into their channels and learn about the strat. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm trading it with features. So we are kind of getting a little small pullback here. Um, Seems like we lost a little bit of the momentum. Um, but I don't see any reason to be short. So uh probably just gonna go ahead and put a stop on right there, and then I'm just gonna let it rock. Uh Probably sell it out around here. So go ahead and put the sell limit on as well. So a little choppy. That's what happens with an inside bar. Um it it represents indecision, and so that's what you get. It's not a directional bar. It's until somebody makes a big move. I really thought they were going to go for that outside day today, and boy, they came close. But you know what I also recognize now that I'm sitting here looking at the chart? And why in the world? I agree. Why in the world did Tradeovate make their damn lines like brown where you can't see them? Um, so annoying. And why can I not figure out like how to make them disappear? That's crazy. It's very annoying. Okay, remove all drawing objects. There we go. Oh, great. Yeah, found it. Uh, okay, so is there any wonder if there's any way to like change these lines? Like how does that happen? Is there a way to Oh, and I did find this in the community tab. So I don't really need indicators, right? Because I learned the strat, and you don't need indicators if you know the strat. Um, but I did the explore community indicators, and it's this one right here under. Let's see if I can find it again. Oh Lord. Okay. I think I just type strat, and it's here. It's latter day trader, the strat. And then so you can enable it there or install it. And so if you're just learning the strat, it helps because it'll color the outside bars and also the inside bars. Anybody have any questions? I feel like it's sometimes I feel like it's hard for me to stream because nobody joins in chat and asks questions. Like I see these other streamers with all these, they're it seems like they're talking to people because people are asking questions. So don't be shy. I will be happy to help you. Happy to help you learn the strat. Because nothing transformed my trading like the strat did. Nothing. Nada. I never believed in um moving averages or any of that stuff because I'm like, I don't have time to sit there and wait on a moving average cross to make a trade. Like, who has time for that shit? Um, when I can just sit there and look at a chart on the strat and figure out what's happening. So we going two down, we going two up, we gonna go outside day, we gonna go inside day. Like, I need to know what's happening. I don't need to sit here and wait on a 5 minute EMA cross that did this and then did that and bounced off of this and went sideways and did that. No, I don't have time for that. So I learned the strat and it's the best thing that I ever did for my trading. Now I just have to work on discipline. Discipline, discipline. That'll be the next thing that transforms my trading. Jet Girl, you can hit me up anytime. I'll be free to help you. That's the beauty of the Strat community. Especially if you can find some discords. I know Alex and Sarah have a Discord that's free. Well, they have a paid version and then they have a free version as well. But um yeah, so but the majority of the people in the Strat community will be happy to help you. Rob designed the Strat to be given away. He literally said that. And I knew then that it was really something because everybody else was charging $5,000 and $10,000 for a course, right? And I'm like, this guy's giving this away for free. This has to work. It has to work. Why would he be giving it away for free if it didn't work? So that's the beauty of the strat. There's a whole community of people that trade the strat, and they will help you. Are there any vids you should watch to get started? I would start with Sarah Strat Sniper. Sara is how she spells it. Sarah Strat Sniper channel on YouTube. She has her first video is what is the strat, and you can go through all the videos. Listen, it is going to be confusing for you at first, right? That's normal. That's normal. This is a new language. It's like learning how to speak a new language. So you just have to delve in and watch price action and watch, all kinds of videos that you can find. But I would encourage you to find one strategy, even if it isn't a strat, and just stick to that. For me, it's the strat, right? And I know a lot of people that trade the strat. Um, it made sense to me the very first time I saw it. Then it was just trying to figure out what did what. Um, yeah, and that's a good attitude to have is determined. I was determined as well. Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me about 3 to 6 months to learn the strat, and then about another 3 to 6 months to really implement it and trade it. Um, And then I had to learn what a fair value gap was, especially as it related to features. So that helped me even more once I figured that out, because a lot of times what'll happen with the strat is it'll trigger and then it'll come back and test it again, which is a fair value gap most of the time, and then it'll trigger it, 2 or 3 times. So, once I really learned what those fair value gaps were, that really helped me a lot. But yeah, I would start with Sarah Strat Sniper. Alex's Options also has a strat course on his channel. And then Strat Soldier has what here, I'll drop these in chat. Strat Soldier has his channel, and then I'll just name the channels and then you guys can go to their channels and find them. And then also Adex Trades. Now, Adex, love the guy, and he has a great Discord community, but he uses odd time frames that were never taught initially in the strat. And so I don't care for those odd time frames. Like he'll do a 2 day, 3 day. No, I don't have time for that. It works for him. That's great. Um, but I don't subscribe to that theory in the strat. He does, but it works for him, and he's got a whole community that does that. They almost all of them do options, and so they use the strat with options. I am getting back into options, um, but I mostly am a features trader now. So, but I will say that learning features has made me a better options trader. I wish that someone would have pulled me aside and said, don't do options first. Learn features first, because features will help you with pricing and price action and price movement. Then you can concern yourself with options. So, I mean, even though I made money in options, did pretty good. But I wish I had learned features before I learned options. But here, I'm going to drop these in the chat for you. So Sarah Strat Sniper, Alex's Options, Adex Trades, um, and Strat Soldier. So all those channels there on YouTube um, will help you with the strat. You can also look, let me see if I can find it on my desktop. Yeah. You can also just Google this right here, the strat combos sheet. And that will help you as well. And if it's, your first time, just print it out. Just print it out and put it on your desk. Or take a screenshot and put it on your phone, or, whatever. And then also, so yeah, so that gave you the community thing. Also in Trading View, if you go into indicators, this will be free. Is called Strat. Well, there's Strat Assistant, Strat Alert, Strat Teach. I think most people use this one right here. Well, actually, Strat Assistant has 5.2 thousand views. Let's put it on the chart and just see what it does. Um, it's thinking. Okay, there it goes. So yeah, so oh gosh, I think I put it on there like multiple times. Oh Jesus. All right. All right, we don't need it on there multiple times, just once. So this will um this will show you the numbers. So if you're just learning the strat, so this will have uh an arrow, and then also it'll have the number to indicate, is it a 2 down like this one was? Is it another 2 down like this one was? Inside bar back here, another 2 down. So this created today, um, or that was Wednesday night, a 2-2 reversal. So you had a 2 down, but it was a doji, and then also green. So they bought it and they brought the market right back up. Um, but then today at 10 o'clock, we had this big, we had this big sell off, and right about there is where it liquidated my account. And then they pushed it right back up. Um, so yeah, but that was my fault for chasing and trying to buy the bottom, and it kept on, the bottom kept on going. And then the glitch, and which Topstep won't give me my account back, and I'm not even going to go down that road, so it's fine. I just said screw it. I had only paid $129 for the activation fee, so I said, well, I'll just buy another combine, $49. What the heck? Um, so yeah. All right, I am going to get off of here. Inside days are very slow. So, we got a long way to go for 2-up day. Do I think they might do it? I do. Do I know for certain? I do not. Um, if we start coming below the body, 67.91, we could flip it and they could go 2 down red on the day. Is it possible? It absolutely is. So we just need to see what happens if they start, obviously if they come up above 60, 68, 72, then I'd look for a 2-up day. Oh, I know what I was going to show you. So here's what, now we have it both, we have a top and bottom. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. One pivot, 2 pivots. Come on. 2 pivots. Uh, here's pivot number 3, pivot number 4, and pivot number 5. Let me hide the strat assistant so that's not in the way. All right, now the strat calls 5 pivots in a row a pivot machine gun. All right, I don't know if we're going to take them out before the end of the year. Very possible. We go to all-time highs. But also, here's your pivot machine gun to the bottom. 1, 2, even though that's kind of spread out far. 3. I might want to consider that one 4, 5. So we got up and down that they can take the market for a pivot machine gun. I'll just have to wait and see how it breaks. But that's what the strat report says. If you guys want to know what the strat says on every Sunday night at Open, I stream Open with the strat, but also, again, Sarah Strat Sniper is on Ninja Trader's YouTube channel, and she gives her rundown of the strat for the week as well. So, yeah, you guys can tune into that if you want, but um, again, like I said, the best way to support my channel is to like and subscribe, and also to use my affiliate code with Apex, Lucid, and Bullinox, and it's Blues Trades. That'll get you their current sales, all those sorts of things. So I would really, really appreciate it. It helps give me a little bit of extra income, um, to help the channel grow. So right now with Apex is 80% off, I think I make a whopping $5 if you guys buy a 50K account. Hey, it helps, right? It was only $2 on their 90% off sale. All right, I am going to get off of here. Again, you can feel free to ping me anytime. I'll help you with any questions you have with the strat. Um, It's the only system I trade, and it's helped me tremendously. So I am very much thankful for Rob in creating it, and I know he is smiling down on all the people that trade the strat. Um, so yeah, I miss that guy. He was he and I became friends a couple years before he passed away, and I miss that guy. So um I'm very, very thankful for what he left behind and what he taught. So all right, hope you guys have a fantastic night, and catch you on the oh, salt and sand. Hey, that's a cool username, man. I like that. Um yeah, it's called the Strat. A guy named Rob Smith created it. He passed away about 2 or 3 years ago. It's probably been about 3 years now, but yeah, he created it. And I dropped some channels, some YouTube channels in the chat there that you can check out. All those people trade the strat. So Sarah Strat Sniper, 8x Trades, Alex's Options, Strat Soldier, myself. Again, like I said, I think I'm well. I know besides Sarah, I know I am the only female YouTube streamer that is trading the strat with features. Um, and well, probably with options too. I haven't seen anybody else trade it on stream, and it's a fabulous system to trade. It takes some time to learn, absolutely, but anything worth having is gonna take you some work, in my opinion. So delve into it. Feel free to reach out. Um, I'll be happy to help you anytime with any questions you have with the strat. So, all right, I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning in. Depending on how early I get up or how I feel, I may do a New York stream tomorrow. Never really done a New York stream, so might give it a shot. So feel free to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. That way, if I go live tomorrow, you'll be able to catch it. So, all right. Hope you guys. Is it a swing or intraday strategy? It's whatever you want it to be. The strat works on any time frame, any symbol. It is price action. It is derived from price action. It's a language for price action. So it works on any time frame, any symbol. And I'll show you right here. All right, so we can go to NASDAQ. Same thing. Can draw you a broadening formation right here. This would be kind of a bigger one, but we can get it done. You could anchor this one. There you go. So until you get out of here, not going anywhere overall. This is the daily chart. But it'll work even on a 5 minute, and I'll show you. Make it a little crowded here if I turn on this indicator, but I can just show you price action myself. Doji right here, two up green, but doji, so indecisive candle. Now they're bringing this candle two down, which a two is a directional candle with the strat. We are inside this mother bar, so we are retracing this price action here that was created here at 2240. This is a 5 minute chart. So again, there's a broadening formation on a 5 minute chart, which means we hit the top. Now they're going to bring price back through. There's your bottom. There's a broadening formation. So that's the beauty of the strat. Any time frame, any symbol you want, right? I'll show you another symbol. Here we go. Let's look at micro gold. 5 minute chart here coming up. Same thing. This is the beauty of the strat, right? Because once you learn it, you can analyze any chart you want. There's broadening formation. Let me kind of tight. Here we go. Get that in there. Boom. Stuck. Right? You get on a 2-minute candle, same broadening formation roughly, stuck. Go to the hourly. We had a 2 down green on the hour, but so now but it was also kind of a doji slash hammer, but we can't go higher until we break 43.50, can't go lower until we break 43.40. So we are stuck there on gold on the hourly. You look at the 4 hour inside because we can't break the high of this or the low of this yet. So they're just going to trade it back and forth. You can go to a 12 hour. I know that's kind of a crazy chart, but and my broadening formation is shown there, so I don't know where the top or bottom of that wick is. If you go to the daily, you can look at the daily here. Come on. Why is my chart frozen? We have this broadening formation. 2 down. Straddle system will show you. Turn that back on. 2 down. 2 down on the daily. So guess what? We're not going to go up until we break, which this was, even though this was a 2 up green candle, right now we're going red on the new day. However, I'd be bullish if we got over 43.72 or if we started coming up over 43.64. I would look to see if they might reverse it on that larger time frame. All right. I'm going to get off here. I appreciate you guys so much. Appreciate you tuning in. Again, please like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and feel free to use my affiliate code Blues Trades with Apex, Bullinox, and Lucid. And that'll get you their discounts there on those futures funded accounts. So, all right. You guys take care. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a great night.